Look, I predicted that the Lakers would come back and win, but I wasn't just wrong on that, and I wasn't just monumentally wrong on that. My reasons were even more wrong. I said that the Celtics would choke and that they didn't want to win, and that the Lakers would put them away because of that. In fact, the exact opposite happened. The Lakers didn't want to win, apparently. The Celtics wanted to win so badly, and the Lakers choked, and Boston definitely didn't choke. I mean, look, I got to just say it for the record. It was impossible for a sports prediction or any other kind of prediction to be more wrong.
But if that record is ever topped, it will be topped by you.
Because I had the previous record. You're 100% right. My previous record for being the most wrong was on the Patriots-Colts 2 years ago.
I mean, your predictions are so extreme that you're occasionally incredibly right. But it's a little meaningless.
No. At this point, with my record of failure on sports predictions, it's entirely meaningless. It's like, before the finals started, people were having a conversation about, is Kobe as good as Jordan, right? And if he had won 3 in a row without Shaq, etc., we're beginning to have that conversation, right? But now that he got embarrassed in the finals, and what happened last night was just, if you didn't watch it, they lost by 39 points.
I actually think that the Celtics sort of controlled all 6 games and happened to lose 2 of them.
Absolutely. And this finals performance was perhaps, especially Game 6, was perhaps the single most embarrassing sporting event I've ever seen. Okay, the Lakers were humiliated and deserved every single minute of that humiliation. Okay, so
Ronnie Turiaf should have thrown more towels on free throws. I think that would have made all the difference.
I think they should have thrown the towel in, which apparently they did.
That's what that was.
Which is what they did in the third quarter, and they didn't.
Second quarter, end of the second quarter. Well, that's when the game turned at the end of the second quarter, and then there was no stand, there was no attempt to rally, although it was really over at halftime.
Yeah, and they just flat out gave up in the third quarter.
In fact, Kevin Garnett, as he was leaving the court, essentially said it was over at halftime. He said words to the effect of, "That's that."
So what I was going to say is, in order to recover from this humiliation and for Kobe to even be in a conversation with Jordan again, he has to win every single season of his career from now on to make up for this humiliation.
You don't know anything about sports.
Okay, no, hold up now, hold up. I'm just getting warmed up.
Okay.
Okay. Now, because Jordan would have never, ever lost like this. Ever. So Kobe's eliminated from that conversation until he proves otherwise. And proven otherwise is an overwhelming weight now. I mean, he can't just win 3 more. He's got to win like 8 more to make up for this. The lesson from there is I always go back to the Mr. Saturday Night movie. Billy Crystal with his manager, who's his brother. Billy Crystal's complaining, and he says to his brother, why I never caught the big breaks to make it into the big time, and I always caught the bad breaks. And they're having a fight, and his brother says, that's just not true. Everybody catches bad breaks. The question is, what do you do with those bad breaks? You get good breaks and you get bad breaks, and life is decided by how you react to those, right? And I am most proud of calling it quits after I make mistakes. So after I lost the money in the playoffs, I stopped sports gambling, apparently in the nick of time, because I would have lost my shirt even more in the rest of the NFL playoffs, and I would have gotten my clock cleaned in the NBA playoffs. I remember I was kind of in love. In love is a too strong a word, but I was really infatuated with this girl back in law school. And I got sucked into it, and I remember I made a drunk call one night, and that's the worst. When you make a drunk call, you're infatuated.
I've never made one, but that's what I hear.
Yeah, no, and I remember thinking during the call, I'm drunk, I'm calling her, I can't believe this. This is clearly the wrong move.
I've been on the receiving end of drunk calls.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, I have not been so lucky. Anyway, so I call her, and I make a decision. I say, all right, I'm going to ask her out, yes or no. And if it's no, I'm moving on with my life. And it was definitely no. Okay, but it wasn't that I caught a bad break. It's how did I react to it? I put it out of my life. And it is those losses that I am ironically most proud of. Do you see how I've taken credit for a gigantically wrong prediction?
It's become a great skill of yours.